Hello, little people. I'm a tax lawyer for the mega-rich and big multinational corporations. Ever wonder why you're working so hard but can barely manage to pay the rent, never mind ever buying a house? How come just 10 corporations have as much money as 180 countries put together? How come some people and some big companies can get away with paying hardly any tax, and there is no trickle-down to you lot? Well, it's all about tax. And don't think slimy guys in shiny suits in sunny islands. Think slimy guys in shiny suits in Manhattan, the island responsible for the most so-called offshore business in the world. And think of London, the big hairy spider, the centre of this worldwide web of greed and immorality. And don't forget the Caymans, Bermuda and the British Virgin Islands, Panama, the Netherlands, Ireland, Switzerland, Luxembourg, Cyprus, Hong Kong, Singapore. But this isn't a big deal. It's just a few smart business people taking advantage of loopholes. Don't worry about the fact that we're robbing the world of hundreds of billions in tax revenues every year that could be used to build roads, schools, hospitals, green energy projects, free education, affordable homes. When little people like you make money, you pay lots of tax to the government to pay for all that stuff. But when geniuses like us make money, we rent a post office box in a 0% tax jurisdiction and pay zilch. Or we shuffle our profits from one country to another to dazzle and confuse, making sure we pay as little tax as possible. Of course, when we have business expenses, like buying equipment for actually doing something useful, we pretend that's all happening in another place, with higher taxes, where we have another post office box. And the best bit is, we also use all the services your taxes pay for. So, who's letting us get away with all this? Yep, it's your government. Nice. They all could pass laws today that stop us fat cats getting fatter at your expense, but they prefer to turn a blind eye instead. Woohoo! And there's sod all you can do about it. Well, I suppose you could tell your government to make big companies pay their fair taxes. Stop them playing the jurisdiction hopping game. Force them to make their accounts public so we know what real business they're doing and where. And tell them to stop corruption in its tracks by getting rid of financial secrecy. No more secret owners or beneficiaries of companies, trusts or foundations. And if they don't, then you could vote them out. Forget I said that. And whatever you do, don't start supporting organisations that are working hard behind the scenes to stop this global sham, like the Tax Justice Network.